Welcome to Sushmita's Maths class. Here, maths is made so easy and simple that you will all start liking it. Today we are going to study about integers. Integers is a collection of positive numbers, zero and negative numbers. Now we will try to understand it in a number line. So this is a number line where 0 is in the center, which is neither positive nor negative. On the right hand side, the numbers are positive, and on the left hand side, the numbers are negative. Negative is denoted by the sign of minus and positive is denoted by the sign of plus. Now, as we go towards right, the number increases, and as we go towards left, the number decreases. So here we can see 0 is greater than all the negative numbers. And 0 is less than all the positive numbers. Now when we compare the negative numbers and the positive numbers, so we mention going up the mountain with the positive number and going down below the sea as the submarine goes, we indicate by negative numbers. Then depositing the money in the bank, it's a positive number. Withdrawing the money from the bank, it's a negative number. Going towards north, it's a positive number. Then going towards south is a negative number. Now we will learn how to find out the successor of integers. Successor means adding 1. So if we say successor of minus 4 and we add 1, we are moving towards the right hand side. So successor of minus 4 is minus 3. Successor of minus 2 is minus 1. Successor of minus 1 is 0. What does this show? This shows when we are adding a positive number to a negative number, what are we doing? Actually, see, this sign is unlike. This is negative, this is positive. So we are actually subtracting. When the signs are different, we are subtracting. So we have to subtract the absolute values. So absolute value is 2 and 1. Absolute value means we indicate absolute value like this. Absolute value of 2 is 2 only. This sign is not at all considered. So here also minus 2, we are considering it as 2 only. 2 minus 1 is 1. And then what we do is put the sign of the greater number. So 2 is greater. When we are taking the absolute value, 2 is greater than 1. The sign of 2 is minus. So we will write minus 1. When there are unlike signs, we subtract the numbers. Again, here I will write, we have plus 3 and minus 5. Unlike signs, so we will subtract the absolute values. That is 5 minus 3 is 2. We will write 2, and the sign of the greater number, that is minus. Greater number is 5, it has a sign of minus, so we put over here minus sign. Predecessor. Predecessor is the previous number. when we think of predecessor, we say minus 1. So we will learn about the concept of minus 1 later on. But now when you have to find out the predecessor, just imagine whichever number is said to you, you just see the left hand side number. For example, if it is minus 1, so predecessor will be the previous number, that is minus 2. If we say it is minus 4, the predecessor will be minus 5. So while comparing the integers, always see and view the concept of number line. Whenever you think of number line, you can easily compare the numbers. The left hand side number will be lesser than the right hand side number. So minus 5 is less than minus 2. While over here 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is greater than 2. Why? Because minus 2 is towards the right hand side of minus 5 and 5 is towards the right hand side of 2. Now we will find out how we can add or subtract integers. For adding, always remember when we have like signs, that is when we have two positive integers or two negative integers, we simply add these numbers and put the common sign. If we are adding a positive 2 to positive 5, we are adding. So we will add these two numbers, that will be 7, and put the sign which is common to both. When we are adding negative 2 to negative 5, again we will be adding the absolute values and putting the common sign, that is minus 7. Now I have used the word absolute value. What is absolute value? Let's see. Absolute value is indicated by two bars. When the any number is inside the absolute value bars, that is the absolute value of minus 2 is 2. Absolute value of an integer is its numerical value with no regards to its sign, and these two vertical bars indicate the absolute value. For adding the integers, we add the absolute values. That means we don't add the sign first. We just add the absolute value of the numbers and then put the sign. When there is a positive integer and a negative integer and we have to add it, there is a plus sign. We subtract the absolute value. So 5 minus 2 is 3, and then we put the sign of the number which has greater absolute value. So here we can see 5 has the greater absolute value and its sign is minus. So we will put here negative sign, and so plus 2 minus 5 is negative 3. Even when if we put here minus 7 plus 2, again we subtract, we find the difference of the absolute value. 7 minus 2 is 5, and then we put the sign of the greater number, that is 7, it is minus. So here we have unlike signs. adding of unlike signs. These two are adding of like signs. In like signs, we add the numbers and put the common sign. For unlike signs, we find the difference of the absolute value of the numbers and put the sign of the greater number. For subtraction, we use additive inverse. Now what is additive inverse? Two integers whose sum is 0. For example, plus 5 and minus 5. If we add them, their sum is 0. So minus 5 is the additive inverse of plus 5 and plus 5 is the additive inverse of minus 5. So any integer for minus 6, additive inverse is plus 6. For plus 7, the additive inverse is minus 7. Now where do we use these? We use these additive inverse for the second number, which is also called the subtract. See, if we have to subtract 5 from minus 7, we write it like this: minus 7 subtract 5. So what we do is we write the additive inverse for 5. So this will be minus 7 minus 5. Additive inverse of plus 5 is minus 5, and then we have like signs, so we will add and it will become minus 12. Here again 8 minus 3, that is minus 3 subtracted from 8. So there is negative sign inside. So what we do is change the sign. We write the additive inverse of 3. So this will be plus 3, and instead of adding, when we have like signs, we will add. So it is plus 11. Now here we use the strategy of multiplication. See how we are using multiplication. Multiplication says negative multiplied by positive is negative. So here outside the bracket it is minus and inside the bracket it is plus. So minus into plus is minus. Here minus into minus, minus into minus, minus multiplied by minus is equal to plus. The other strategy also, plus multiplied by plus is plus and plus multiplied by minus is minus. For multiplication, see, if we have plus 2 and we are multiplying by plus 3, so 2 3s are 6 and the sign will be positive only. Now we have positive 2 and negative 3. So 2 3s are 6 and minus into plus, plus into minus is minus, and minus into plus is again minus. 2 3s are 6, and when we are multiplying a negative with a positive, we will get a negative. Here negative with negative, so it is positive. 2 3s are 6. Now for subtraction we use this only. See, when negative is outside the bracket and a negative side is is inside the bracket, we just multiply these two negative. So negative into negative becomes positive. Or we always say this, that when we are subtracting, we use the additive inverse. Additive inverse is positive 2. Where do we get this positive 2? Minus into minus plus. So this becomes minus 5 plus 2. negative into negative, positive. So this will be minus 3 because we are subtracting. Unlike signs, we are subtracting and placing the sign of the greater number. Here minus plus. So this will remain minus 2. So minus 7 and minus 2. These are like signs. We are adding 7 plus 2, 9, and the common sign we are placing. See, for division, I have written the signs of dividend, divisor and quotient, and we will solve it by example. For example, sign of dividend is plus and the divisor is also plus, so the quotient will be plus. How? Let's see. Here I take positive 10 divided by positive 2. We get 2 5s are 10. See, if we multiply positive multiplied by positive, we are getting positive. So when we are dividing positive by positive, positive 10 by positive 2, we are getting positive 5. Next, again, negative 10 divided by negative 2. And we are getting positive. So this will be positive 5. See, positive 5 multiplied by negative 2. Positive into negative is negative. Therefore, negative divided by negative is positive. Now here I take positive 12 divided by negative 4. Positive 12 divided by negative 4 will be negative 3. Because if we multiply two negatives, we are getting a positive. 4 3s are 12. So negative 4 into negative 3 is positive 12. Here I take 16. Negative 16 divided by positive 8. So we get negative 2. See, 8 2s are 16. Negative and positive is negative. So this is just the opposite of multiplication. Now for simplifying integers or simplifying any number, we have a rule called BODMAS rule. What is BODMAS rule? B stands for bracket, O stands for off, D stands for division. So the BODMAS rule, here it says first we have to solve the brackets. When we are solving, we have to solve the brackets first. And now among the brackets, we have different types of brackets, and those have to be solved in a sequence. So the first one is, the first bracket which we call is the bar bracket. If there is something like this, we have to solve this first. So this, there is a sign like this, and it is known as bar bracket or vinculum. Whenever we have a sign like this, we have to solve that number first. Next bracket is the round bracket. The second bracket is this simple bracket or the round bracket, which we often see. Third one is like this, we call it curly bracket. And the fourth one is like this, we call it square bracket. So among the bracket also, first we should solve the bar bracket, then we will solve the round bracket, then curly bracket, and then the square bracket. Then next O. O stands for off. So where this off comes, when we give the questions or say half of a dozen. I bought half a dozen banana. Half of a dozen means half. This off stands for multiplication, and after bracket we have to solve the off. This is the second. So this will, half of a dozen will be 6. Next we have D for divide. Next is multiplication. Then addition. And finally subtraction. So this is the sequence how we have to solve the questions of simplification. Integers go endlessly in both the directions. So there is no smallest or no greatest integer.